Welcome to Obstacle Running Adventures.
Going back to the athletes that are taking on the series, who are some that you'd like to call out, or some that you would love to see compete in this? I know that Savage Race is very much an East Coast series, which is
Yeah.
fine, slow expansion. I get that that's a barrier for a lot of West Coast people, but who are some people that you would like to see out there take on the series?
I'd love to see everybody come out. I said I think last year I didn't get much flack about it, but I think like I've heard comments that people thought I was retired or this or that, and yeah, I think some people thought I was skirting competition. But
Right.
back to the East Coast thing, I also most of the Spartan series last year was West Coast, and it's too tough it's expensive and it's hard to travel and perform. So I feel for the athletes on the West Coast that are trying to come out to it.
Yeah.
That sucks. Um, but I think everybody should come out to it because that's why I'm just supporting people that are doing things well. Trying to keep competition in the sport. Um, I think if you haven't done it before, it's I really encourage everybody to challenge themselves. Like, why not? Why not take on a challenge? Like, there's a lot of people who've done nothing but a Spartan race,
Hmm.
who've gotten in the sport in the past, say, 5 years. And that's great. Like, it's a, great challenge, great venue, but it's not the same type of racing. You
Yeah.
don't deal with the same variables. You don't deal with the risk or reward and not having um, a penalty for failing. You have to get through the obstacles. And the major difference is because you don't have the same standardization process from race to race. You're not seeing the same obstacles. And this is why athletes have a hard time coming in their first. When I first started racing against Yuri, he smoked me because there's just little things you learn along the way. You know how to do a technique with an obstacle. And the obstacles don't all look that hard, but they don't realize how many of them are.
Yeah.
And every obstacle, the pedal to the metal, we're on our backs. People think it's simple. Like there's a way to do that and to do it well and efficiently and know how fast you can go. Um, the log carry, oh, it's not a heavy carry. Well, the carries are about a mile long and they
Yeah.
have us go through crawls, go over walls,
Go
go
in the
through
water. So
bungee cords,
last.
water. And that's where Savage is different, is that they're challenging, maybe very similar to how the original Spartan races challenged you with just ridiculous terrain.
Yeah.
Savage challenge you. They do have the terrain, but they just throw little things in here or there that you're. This race was a little bit of an exception, but most of them there's no rhythm to the race. You can't get into a groove and go up a mountain for 20 minutes and just smoke everybody who's not as fit as you. There's opportunities to gain seconds, lose seconds. Um, and we talk about saving the sport or creating competition and creating media. Whether you like the races or not, if you like competition, if we get 10 top end guys that all have the same type of fitness to one of these races, you're going to see, I'm sure people will separate, but you're going to see a level of neck and neck racing and back and forth competition, people losing spots and gaining spots like you've never seen before.
Yeah.
OCR Worlds almost showcases that, except it's been on a mountain course for some time,
Yeah.
and that just naturally is going to create gaps. So I would love to see like get 10 guys to come there. Like imagine if, and I told VJ this, I told Rylan this, they talked about their injuries out of shape. I said, listen, none of us are in great shape at the beginning of this year. Like
Yeah.
I hope we meet up again and in the end of the year when everybody is in tip top shape and
Hmm.
let's throw down and put on a show because it would be so much fun.
Yeah.
It would be a blast to watch. It would be a blast to see. And I just don't see, and it's not that Savage is the greatest thing ever, but I don't see another opportunity for races right now for that to happen and to see something of obstacle course racing.